Good morning, everybody. Guys, we are dealing with a fun one today. We got Air Force Nuns GTO that he's working on. We'll show you a little bit what he's doing there. And then we got David, who's dealing with kind of an interesting situation. He's got a customer that is trying to get us to put a transmission in a car after we did timing chains on it. But we'll let Dave tell you about that. Nobody's getting one over on D&D Service and Sales, I can promise you, because this place is just like Vegas. The dealer always wins. Customers win too, you know? But you're going to get what you pay for, right? Not extra services that you didn't.
Nope. Can you wipe your ass?
Yeah, I can wipe my ass.
Okay. You can wipe your ass, huh? Good. Glad to hear
I'll
that.
give you some backstory on that one. I got myself a little sunburn, right? And I'm just so damn big that I can't loosen my back. I physically can't scratch my neck. Okay? I just can't.
Wonderful.
And I can't get up under here, but I can still wipe my ass. You know, pretty
Good. David, you're having an interesting morning too, we all here. Mm-hmm. So you got a customer that wants you.
This scumbag blew up some guy's transmission.
Yeah, he blew up the transmission by doing timing chains on it, huh?
You call.
So this pretty Ram that we thought was going to be an instant moneymaker needs right around $700 worth of AC components. David's getting his balls.
One of these things. They're really good.
Empanadas?
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like this isn't going to be any good? Wow. That is actually really good. David, want a bite? You don't want to take a bite on camera. Poor David's getting his balls broken by a customer. And this honestly happens all the time. Hold on one second. Let me finish this chew and then we're going to continue with Alright, so now that we're done with our chew of that delicious empanada, pretty much the customer came in, got timing chains, water pump on a really nice Ford Explorer, and so he says, only driven the car 2 or 3 times, and now, shocker, it has a transmission shutter. Which, by the way, is not an uncommon issue on a Ford.
You know what we should do?
What should we do?
Let's go out there with a scanner and relearn adapters, and I bet you it drives you great. And we can tell them to
fuck off. Come on, Dave, let's go. I think this is good content for the people to see today, so that way they know. Now, when you're taking your car to, let's say, a fly-by-night parts changer, they're not going to do any of this stuff, right? David is a certified master tech, kids. This is not a guy that's just swapping parts on your baby mama's car. No, sirree. He's doing everything he can to make it right. What the hell are we doing here? David. I don't like the look of that. Is this just an oil change, Mitchell? Yeah. I was a little worried we were doing something more serious. Good. Oil changes are good. Good job, Mitchell. Keep up the good work.
What?
So Dave is taking this fancy scanner that you guys have actually seen in videos before, and he's going to relearn the tranny. Where are the keys?
Hanging in a sleeve above my desk.
We're going to go get the keys, and then we're going to show you guys what makes the difference between a mechanic and a true technician, right? And we're going to show you right now. So here we go. Here are the keys. David, you ready to show the people today what makes the difference between a tech and a mechanic?
Yeah, but I want to go in here and look at the last time we scanned this and find his mileage. Where the hell's Ford? What year is this?
This is a 2013.
What does the VIN number end with?
GA53041.
3041?
GA53041. Right there.
Miles.
So we've got 144,600. Last time it was scanned.
It's got like the same mileage, to be honest.
Let's see. When is it going to pop up? 146?
So he's on literally 2,000 miles.
Yeah, he's driven 2,000 miles. So this is not just driving it twice or 3 times, unless those 2 or 3 times he's driving to a different fucking state, right? Newsflash. These fancy scanners tell us everything we'll ever need to know, including how many miles you dropped it off with. So that's fun. So Dave, now we're really getting into the serious stuff here. So it's been about 2,000 miles. When the guy dropped it off, he did not say he drove it 2,000, almost 3,000 miles.
Because I've driven it twice.
Yeah, okay. But you're still being nice. To clarify, we're not just telling this guy to go kick rocks, right? We're not, neither one of us are really those people.
If I can hit some buttons and get him to shut up and he leaves fucking without dealing with this problem, I don't got to hear about it.
Exactly. So now we go in. Look at all this fun stuff. So for the people at home, what exactly are you doing here?
I am just doing a health check to check all the codes, but I'm going to go into the TCM, which is probably inside the PCM, and I'm going to relearn all the shift points.
Now, what, to a layman, shift points are what?
I'm going to learn the adapters. I'm going to reset how the transmission shifts, I guess.
Okay. So for those of you out there that don't understand shift points and adaptives, pretty much he's relearning this transmission so that way, hopefully, maybe, the shift points will change and it'll feel a little smoother to the end customer, which is the person who owns this thing. We got no code so far, so that's good. Oh. Interesting. Now the magic moment to see if the relearn is going to fix his...
Get that freaking camera out of my face.
What? What are you scared of? It's not going to bite you.
I might bite it. Rawr.
Don't do that too many times, or people will start thinking different things about you.
All right, so let's see.
We're trying to get Dave a little more comfortable on the camera, guys, so give him some words of encouragement. If he's doing a good job and you're learning something, make sure to hit that like button. Because I think that if Dave were to be on YouTube with his own channel, he would add a lot to everybody's life. He's a wealth of knowledge. Look at him. You don't get all these gray hairs in your beard just by not knowing anything. You get those from the stress of working on cars. Ain't that right, David? All right. And that's it. Off to the races. All right, have fun. Hopefully it fixes it. You fixed the little clink, 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 clink? Very nice. Look at that. Hamster mobile. This little hamster looks like it could have been a byproduct of that thing right there. So this is honestly super, super common. People will come in and get something that is completely unrelated done. Let's say, for instance, this person who's really, I understand their position, right? It's his wife's car. He doesn't drive it every day. In his mind, he spends $2-3 grand to get timing chains and water pump done. And then his wife complains that it's not shifting anymore. In his mind, he spent the money with us. She drove it a little bit and now it's broken again. He's coming right back to us saying, timing chains for sure had something to do with his transmission. Absolutely not right at all, but we'll still try to make him happy. So we're gonna see what happens after this test drive. And then hopefully Chris can go and clean up the hamster mobile, but he's too busy doing his Trunion upgrade. Well, I'm glad to see that you're,
I'm hard at work.
upgrading the performance of your car on the clock. That's always nice.
So I was just telling good old Connor here. I gotta give it out to BTR, right? Granted, you know, you kind of pay for what you get, which I should have learned my lesson after that short throw shifter, but I didn't. But so I had messed up one of these snap rings, right? Very first one, literally very first snap ring, and I was like, oh, man, I'm gonna have to rebend this one. I'm gonna have to finagle it back on, right? No, BTR knows that there's a bunch of rednecks redoing these trunnions and all these LSs. And they give you like 4 extra snap rings. They give you 3 extra bearings. They give you a bunch of these extra. Obviously, you don't get extra trunnion upgrade. But I mean, like, they know. They know you're going to mess it up because a bunch of drunk rednecks drinking light beers, probably about 17, packs deep at this point. But I mean, like, I don't even have to worry about that snap ring now. I could destroy one of these bearings and I'd have 2 extra.
That's always nice.
That's nice. So you really do pay for what you get for, which is really nice because I had already, on the very first one, messed up that snap ring. But
you brought your muscles to work, so that's good.
Ow.
Ow.
I'm sunburned. Oh. You want to rub my back with aloe? Oh.
No, apparently you can't rub your own back.
I literally can't. I'm gonna put it up on the shower wall later, and I'm just gonna like rub myself on it.
Oh, guys! So right now, we're showing a car to a customer that's actually a repeat. Now, what I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna get a little ballsy here. I'm gonna try to get a video for you guys of how I negotiate these car deals, and even if I can't get a video, I promise you to get audio because I want you to see how I work with these customers. Okay, now. What they're buying is not this expensive truck or this expensive Hummer or a $7,000, $8,000 Chrysler. They're buying a 4-piece type of car. My bread and butter. In my area, I'm kind of the it guy. You're not going to go anywhere else and get a quality car that's going to last you for $4,000. Only reason they're back here is because her daughter bought a Ford Fusion from me over a year ago. And she said, you know what? My daughter still has that car. She loves it. She drives it every day, and it's never left her stranded. That's why I get the repeat business, and that's why I buy the same cars on repeat. Okay? So I'll get you guys some audio or at least a video, something of how I negotiate with customers and to give you an idea of how I work with my people. So stay tuned. I'm going to get you some audio or at least a video.
What else? Yeah, I like it. It drives good. It was just the oil. So 3,500.
I can't do 3,500 on it, but what I can do, I'm willing to come down a little bit if you can come up a little bit for me, because you guys obviously have got cars from me before. I can do right at 4 on it, and I'll do 4 including my $99 dealer fee. So really, I'm selling to you for 39.
Is that going to include? That's what Tyson everything included.
So I do have to collect tax tag and title, but for now, what I can do is I can put a temp tag on the back unless you brought a plate with you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you need a little bit of time to pay the difference, I'll work with you on that. It's not that expensive though. Tax tag and title on this. You already have a plate?
Yeah, I just got to re-get it again.
Okay, so you have a plate credit then. We call that a reissue credit. Because in Florida, you own the plate forever and ever. It's yours.
Okay, yeah.
So between tax tag and title, I mean, you might be, I don't know, right around like $350, $400. So you can come back and pay me that whenever you want.
Okay. But do you gotta get a little bit more? What you got going on? You gotta get a little bit more to make it to 4,000, or what you gotta do? No. Okay. Well, it's up to you. So it's on you. If you want it, go on and make the deal. If you don't,
Ooh, bless you.
So hold on.
Bless you.
Try to look somewhere else, but it's on you. It's your decision. At least you won't have no payments. You won't have payments. You can always hustle and get your money back. Right. That's what you get in the car for. Hey, Connor, we about to charge you for the sale, man. We selling cars for you.
I know. You guys are coming out here selling them for me.
We looking for another car too.
All right.
How much you gonna be selling the red Kia for?
That one I think is already sold.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. But that one's probably like right around like 6. So, I think we have ourselves a deal. They're running to the bank to go and get some cash. That's a real life negotiation for me, guys. Now, I didn't want to take a video because, I don't know, I'm just now getting comfortable with talking to you guys on here, so I don't want to try to push my luck too much, but that's pretty much how it goes. You know, I mean, I'm not out here hustling people. You're having real conversations with real human beings. You're not out here squeezing people for their last dime. These people have already done business with me before. They're getting a hell of a car. I know it runs good. They know it runs good. And that's the end of it. There's no funny business. There's no nothing. I gave them a nice deal. Gave them about $400, $500 off the list price. Now, our real landed cost in that car is right around $3,100. Am I making a killing? Am I making $2,000, $3,000, $5,000? No, making $1,000. I'm just going to have to be happy with that. You know, you're not making tons and tons and tons of money off every single deal. You just got to be happy with making a little bit, putting some money back in your pocket, and moving on. And guess what? When they're ready for another car, guess who they're going to come and see? Daddy. They're not going anywhere else. That's the point. We're going to go inside and wrap this paperwork up. Hopefully we can sell one more. All right, so we have one down and one to go. So 2 for today. Jack off is about to lift J&B's truck. So this thing's going to look pretty pimp when it's done. David's making some pretty serious progress on the GTO. And you guys got to say in the comments down below, would you guys be interested in a channel that would show you this from start to finish? If it's a yes, smash that thumbs up button and leave a comment down below, because we're trying to convince David to maybe wear like a set of these, but that are cameras.
Inspector Gadget goggles.
Now, he's not very talkative, and he's kind of,
We had a problem.
I'm real talkative.
He's not really always
talkative with women.
He is very talkative with women, which has caused him problems in the past. But here's the deal. He's not very talkative. Sometimes he looks like he's angry, but he's not. But he's making really serious progress here. Now, I'll say this. The Tahoe is getting ready to get on out of here. I told a customer we would do 11.5 out the door, which would net us an easy breezy 3Gs, because we are really, really heavy on, expensive stuff. We got about $55,000 owed out, right? Between all the cars that are sitting at auctions waiting to come here, stuff that's sitting here, and cars that are at other dealerships that we've sold to them, we owe about 50 grand right now, which is not good. We don't like to owe 50 grand out. Not that the money's not there. Let's just cover that base real quick. We have the money to cover those checks when they clear, but the idea is that we want to get as much money in prior to those checks going out. So we're going to close the deal on this Tahoe. We're going to wrap up the rest of our day, and we're going to make stuff happen. So guys, stay tuned tomorrow, because I think we're going to have a first startup on the GTO. And that's going to make Air Force None very happy. Also very sad when he finds out how much he's going to have to pay David to do it. So I appreciate every single one of you watching. I'll talk to you real soon. Love you. Ciao.